You got an interview. Interview. Interview somebody.
Oh, interview.
Yeah.
The one we found, the one that we wrote? No. Different one.
Different.
I knew that. I was like, okay, fine.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Canyon View High School broadcast tonight of the Canyon View Jaguars taking on Mountain Pointe Pride. This game coming to you live from Jaguar Stadium on Canyon View High School's campus. My name is Jeff Seeker. I will be calling the action tonight. Should be a good game. This is round one of the playoffs. Teams, as you see, are getting ready to start the game. So you are about to get started here, about to have the first set get underway. Canyon View comes in heavily favored. They are the 9 seed. Mountain Pointe, just making it in the playoffs, is the 24 seed. The teams are out on the floor getting ready, and we are almost underway. Coach Stephanie Parker's squad comes in, ready to roll. These teams have not met during the regular season. Canyon View, a little disappointed to not be in the top 8, but they are here ready to go in the first round play-in game. Winner advances to play on Thursday night. Loser season is done, and we are about to get underway. So Mountain Pointe will serve it up first. Samu sets. Dug by the Jaguars. Desamu sets Chloe Hansa again. Hansa with the block. Double tip. Desamu gets it over. And big stuff there. So Mountain Pointe goes up early 1-0. Jaguars getting ready to, or Mountain Pointe, excuse me, getting ready to serve it up. In the second here, good rally. Mountain Pointe sets, and that was down, so that's going to be a second point for Mountain View here early. So Canyon View up, or excuse me, Mountain Pointe up 2-0. Mountain Pointe going to serve it up. Molly Whalen with the dig. Set goes to the Jag, or excuse me, point goes to the Jags. Score is now 2-1. Nice rally here. Mountain Pointe unable to get it over. So Jags will get a point there. Score goes to 2-2. And that shot looks like it went out. So Jaguars will take over. Mountain Pointe to serve it up. Fiona Hanrahan gets her arm sleeve adjusted, and ball is now in play. Samu sets Hansa. Hansa unable to put it down. Looks like a double touch, so that point will go to the Jags, and that evens the score at 3-3. Couple substitutions coming in for Canyon View. So a penalty call there on the Mountain Pointe. Coach is asking for clarification. Looks like a legal substitution there. So Canyon View takes the lead, 4-3. So nice point there, 5-3 Jags. Thank you once again for checking out tonight's game, CVTV broadcast. Big swing by Molly Whalen, but stuffed. Good block there. It's a nice point for Whalen, or nice attempt for Whalen. Serve it up. Bailey Lambert sends it to Whalen. She's unable to get down. Looks like some confusion on Mountain Pointe. So the Jags will pick up another point. That makes it 6-4. Still in set one. Big time spike there. So Jags starting to pull away. And that shot goes out, so that's going to make it 9-4 in favor of the Jags. So fun night for you here. A lot going on at Canyon View Athletics. We have a huge girls flag football game coming up tomorrow at Millennium as Mountain Pointe gets that one down to stop the bleeding, so that will make it 9-5. Nice tap here, but Mountain Pointe saves. Ball sent over. Samu sets Whalen. Nice dig there by the Pride. Set back and in. So Canyon View looking for answers here. Mountain Pointe will serve it up. Whalen down the middle, and she sends it home. Nice shot there by Whalen. That's what she's doing. She's one of Canyon View's leading scorers. Big time player, only a sophomore. Samu will serve it up for the Jags. 10-6 now is the score. And Samu puts that one down. So 11-6 your score. Samu's going to head back to serve. Nice serve by DeSamu. Mountain Pointe unable to handle it, so that's going to make it 12-6. DeSamu signs with Davidson, so she'll only a junior, so she'll be back next year. DeSamu serves again. Nice save. And not successful. Zariah Brown, the senior from Mountain Pointe, was unable to get that over the net. So that makes the score 13-6. Canyon View leading. And it looks like we have a timeout on the floor. So Canyon View timeout. So Coach Parker and her squad come into this game with 12-5 record in the state of Arizona, 9-3 in region. Their only losses were twice to Millennium, who was one of the top seeds in the division. They also had a tough loss against Verrado a little over a week ago. Mountain Pointe, on the other hand, comes in at 5-12 overall, 2-8 in the Santan Valley. So again, they were fortunate to be here in the playoffs. And now here they are taking on the Jags. So long trip out, Halloween night. We're glad you're joining us here on CVTV Media. DeSamu's going to serve this one up. Jags up 13-6. Nice serve. Samu. Nice dig by DeSamu. See what they can do here. Leno gets it over. Set goes to Zariah Brown. She can't put it away. Nice rally here by both teams. Zariah Brown again blocked by Waylon, it looks like. Bailey Lambert might have got a touch. Samu's going to set Waylon. And off the block. Nice point there. So good work there. Canyon View hanging with it. And DeSamu's going to serve this one up. That is out. So Mountain Pointe now back to serve. This is Olivia Proctor, and she gets the point. So Mountain Pointe hanging tough in game one. You expect this to be a good game. Molly Whalen with the swing and count it. So substitution now. 15-8 is your score. And Whalen, who just got the kill, the sophomore, picks up another point for the Jags off the serve. So nice shot there. Nice serve. So 17-8, your score. Whalen's going to serve it up again. Still in set number one. And that looks like a double touch, so point's going to go to the Jags. Whalen's going to serve it up again. And that one goes into the net, so unlucky there. Mountain Pointe's going to get it back. These teams will play 3 sets. Nice swing there. Good rally. Nye Clark sends it over, but the Jags will get the point. Now we got some substitutions coming in. Look at the set. And that's a big time swing by Bailey Lambert. Nice job there by the freshman. Again, Canyon View's got some young talent on this team. Lambert, you've seen Molly Whalen. Samu. Gonna set, goes back to Whalen off the back line. Really athletic play there. Ball sent over by Anai Clark. Canyon View plays. Chloe Hansa, the senior, puts it down. So nice job by Hansa there. 21-9 Jags. And Canyon View has a chance here. Looks like we're going to take a timeout. So quick timeout, and we will be right back with more action right here on CVT. So we are back. Score is 21-9. Canyon View up. We are here in set number 1. Mountain Pointe about to come back out on the floor here. And we will get started. So Coach Stephanie Parker's squad looking to advance in the 5A state playoffs. Nice serve there. Nice dig by DeSamu. You can get it out to Molino, and she puts it down. So nice job there. So Jags will serve it up now. Oh, unfortunate there. Unlucky. Unlucky if you're Mountain Pointe. Can't be upset about the play. She had the right idea. Little unlucky on the execution. Point again goes to the Jags. So that makes the score 24-9. And big time block. That looked like Lambert who got the touch. And that's going to do it for the first game. So the Jags are going to win that one 25-9. We are headed now to set number 2, and we will be right back after this short break on CVTV Media. So welcome back. We are here about to start set number 2. Again, I'm Jeff Seeker calling the action for you right here from Jaguar Stadium. Check out Canyon View Arena. Jaguar Stadium is our football stadium here on the campus of Canyon View High School. 0-0, just about to start the second set. Canyon View took the first one, 25-9. So here we go in set number 2. We'll get things started. Hansa sends it to Samu. Samu over to Lambert. Block, sent away. Samu tries to quick set it. Mountain Pointe was ready. Big block, but we had a net touch, it looks like. So the Jags will go up 1-0 here to start the second set. So block there. Like Lambert, Hansa, Whalen from the back line. And they're going to let that go, and it is down. So nice shot there from Mountain Pointe. That gets them on the board. So Fiona Hanrahan will serve it up for Mountain Pointe. And that shot was put down. Quarter. So Jags up 2-1 now. Little kind of punch tap there from Mountain Pointe. Hansa goes down the line and did not get it down. Hansa tried to sneak it around the backside, but was unsuccessful. Score is now 2-2. As Mountain Pointe will serve it up, that looks like Ezra Bryant. Big swing there, Lambert. Nicely done. So a couple substitutions now for the Jags. Simone Jones serves it up. Simone Jones, pink shoes. Whalen, big swing. Not much you can do about that if you're Mountain Pointe. It was off the block. Whalen had a big cut and put it down. Oh, lucky break for Mountain Pointe. They kind of fumbled that serve, or excuse me, the return, but were able to bounce back and get it just over the net. And that will make it 4-3. Canyon View up here in set number 2. Adriana Palomo back to serve it up for the Pride. Simone Jones with the dig, but unable to keep it on her side. Quick set there. Nice dig. DeSamu's going to set Whalen, and too close to the net. So Canyon View looking a little disjointed right now. Score is now 4-4. And Paloma's going to serve it up again. The lefty over to Simone Jones. Jones is better with that one. DeSamu, quick set to the back, and that one's going to be down. So nice point there. Substitution in the game for the Jags. Bailey Lambert's going to serve this one up. Score's now 5-4. Make it 5-5. Olivia Proctor's going to send that one into play. Whalen's going to try the quick tap. She gets it down, so nice job there. So Whalen's showing you a little bit of everything there. She shows that, you know, she can hit for power. She can use the athleticism, hit from the back line. And there she goes over the top to hit with the little dink and dunk. And that's going to be a point for Mountain. Six. Into the net, so unlucky there. So Mountain Pointe is going to take their first lead of tonight's game. And that is going to go out. So Jags will take over. Chloe Hansa, the senior, checks back into the game for Canyon View. Molly Whalen's going to serve this one up. 8-7 now. And Whalen goes into the net, so not what you want to do. Give Mountain Pointe back the service, so 8-8 now. Catherine Levin gonna serve things up. Another lefty. And the Jags unable to do anything with that. So Mountain Pointe's going to take another lead as we are back and forth in this one. Samu, lucky to get that back to Hansa. Blocked. DeSamu digs. Hansa again with DeSamu at her feet. Was able to get that over, keep it in play. Nice swing. DeSamu was in the right spot. Now they're going to send it over to McWhorter. She takes it. Nice dig. DeSamu again. Hansa from the left side. Little tap over, nothing there. We have a double hit on Canyon View, so that's going to be Mountain Pointe with the score as they go up 10-8 here early in set number 2. Let's see if the Jags can get something going here. They set Hansa off the net, dug by Mountain Pointe. Good stuff by the Canyon View front line. Whalen sends it there. Will they go back to Whalen on the back line? Yes, she goes over the top and gets the point for the Jags. So nice job there. Kept their composure. And Canyon View is back on the board, so that's going to make it 10-9. Jags down 1. Good back and forth action here in set number 2. Jags took set number 1 25-9 in case you're just joining us. Big stuff by Lambert, but stuffed right back at her. So Mountain Pointe making their presence felt, especially on the front line here, as they take an 11-9 lead. And that's going to be a point Mountain Pointe. So Jags looking to rebound here. Oh, little miscommunication there. So Jags able to stop the bleeding a little bit. We'll see if they can keep it going. Down by 2 now. Nice serve and a little miscommunication for the Jags. And that will be a point for the Pride. So Mountain Pointe doesn't want their season to end. Up 13-10 now. So Canyon View gets that point, 13-10, as Simone Jones is going to head back to serve this one up for Canyon View. And that's going to be out. So point Pride. They go up 14-11. If you're Parker here, do you want to use one of your timeouts? Kind of settle things down. Paloma back to serve, and looks like we have another illegal, looks like a legal movement penalty on Mountain Pointe. So that gives the control back to Canyon View as they now trail 14-12. Point Pride. That one just snuck in. So Mountain Pointe, to their credit, has responded. Every time Canyon View looks like they're trying to make a move, Mountain Pointe has answered. Olivia Proctor serves it up. Set Jones to DeSamu to Whalen. And that's going to get down. So nice job there by the Jags, and we're going to have a substitution for Canyon View. Samu's going to serve this one up. Good little rally at the net there. Mountain Pointe does get it over. DeSamu puts it in the back, and that's just great placement by the junior captain. Great timing. Great job, and now DeSamu will head back to serve. Jags trailing by one here in set number 2. Samu's going to send it over. Blocked and handled. Mountain Pointe now. Amani Glenn gets it over. And that shot is going to go wide. So 16-14 now. Mountain Pointe up. That's a big time block. Samu's going to try it again. Over to Whalen. Whalen just nice and easy. Get it over. Jones saves. Whalen's going to take a swing and put it down. And that's just a nice placement if you're Coach Parker and Molly Whalen. So Whalen now going to serve this up. And again goes right back into the net. She did that earlier. And just a really unfortunate way to go. Canyon View had some momentum, and now they face a 2-point deficit. As the lefty, Catherine Levin, will serve it up. But the Jags are going to bounce back and pick up that point. So you got to love that. Canyon View, not great. Whalen serves it in the net. Able to bounce back, get the point, and now they control the serve. And that is a miss hit into the Mountain Pointe bench. And that's going to be a point to Canyon View. So now we're all knotted at 17 here in set number 2. And nice hit there, nice point. So Mountain View answers as they go back up in front by 1. Fiona Hanrahan will serve things up for the Pride. Bailey Lambert, the freshman, says, I'm here too. So the Jags claw back, now tied at 18. Big time block there. They're going to set Hansa on the outside. Hansa over the top. It's a block. Mountain Pointe trying to keep it in play. Samu's going to quick set it into the corner, and that is good enough for a point. Nice job there. Second time Samu's pulled that little quick flip action over into the corner. Mountain Pointe, can they hang with the Jags? Set number 2, up 1, and there they go. So every time Candy Views looked like they had a little momentum, Mountain Pointe has climbed back, so much to their credit. Gotta like that if you're Coach Justine AC. And that's not what you want. That shot goes right into the net, and that's going to be point Jags. So Simone Jones checks in to serve now. And this is a great opportunity for the Jags to put this thing away. 5 more points to close out set 2. Blocked, it looks like Lambert got a piece. Good quick set. Whalen on the far side and slams it home. Wow. See a little power there by Molly Whalen. And that's why she's one of the better sophomores around. Shows you her athleticism right there. Gets some high fives from her teammates. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. So timeout, 21-19, Jags up. So welcome back. Candy View makes their way out on the floor, as does the Mountain Pointe Pride. In case you're just joining us, Candy View took set 1, 25-9, and they're up 21-19, so much closer here in set number 2 as Simone Jones heads back to serve. Nice serve. Mountain Pointe keeps it in play. Big swing, block. And point will go to the Jags. Look like it hit off the net, actually. Couldn't tell if Candy View got a piece. But Simone Jones is going to serve this one up. Needing just 3 more points to close this out. And Mountain Pointe's going to take that. So 21-20 now. Candy View awaits the serve. Adriana Palomo is going to serve things up. One of 2 lefties on this Mountain Pointe squad. Samu can't do anything but send it back over to Mountain Pointe. Bad set there, and it looks like a double hit. So Jags get the point. Now go up 23-20. So good action here in set number 2. Much closer than set 1. Big time swing. Samu with the quick set, and that's a great point. So Jags have a chance here to close out set 2. Samu saves it over to Waylon. Waylon with the touch. Lambert digs. Samu's going to set Waylon again, and that's trouble. Nice save, but that is it. So set number 2 comes to a close. Jaguars take it 25-20, and we will be right back momentarily for set number 3 right here on CVTV Media. Welcome back to set number 3. Jeff Seeker here. Caneyview took the first set 25-9. Second set much closer, snuck it out by a few points. So they have 2 sets down, 1 to go here in the playing game of the 5A state playoffs. I have a special guest with me now, Miss Ariana Johnson, former Caneyview volleyball player, out this year with an injury, but has agreed to join our last set here of the broadcast. Ariana, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm good. Great to have you with us. Hoping you can give us some perspective on the Caneyview team. You obviously played here for a couple years and obviously played at a high level. And here you are ready to join us. So far, I mean, Caneyview's out in front is kind of what you'd expect, but anything you expect to see from Coach Parker or the Jags here in set number 3, or is this kind of let's get down to business and close this thing out?
Pretty much a get down to business and close it out, as you said. Right now, Coach Parker is probably doing a little bit of testing out lineups, making sure everything's where it should be before we play Verado next week at Verado. Yeah, because I remember I heard from one of the girls today that basically we beat Verado while we were playing them here, but we lost to them when we played them at their house, and we ended up losing because she changed the lineup 3 times. But I'm sure it'll be a different result next time.
Yeah, that's
Good
always
tip
tough.
by Chloe.
Yeah, that's always tough. So good action here. You know, a little more competitive probably in set number 2. Desamu's going to set. Looks like Hans on the outside. That's going to go wide. So Mountain Pointe's going to pick up the first point here of set number 3. So a little sloppy if you're Canyon View, but overall, you know, you're up 2-0, which is where you want to be.
Right.
So Waylon off the back line. Sets to Samu. Now over to Hansa again, and she gets that down.
Great roll shot by Chloe. That was really smart.
Yeah, you see kind of the senior savviness, or at least the upperclassman. Hansa has a couple nice kills. DeSamo has a couple nice sets, actually. So 1-1 now, set 3.
Great coverage. Oh, resulting in the Mountain Pointe point.
Yeah, so nice job there. Mountain Pointe's fighting to their credit. They don't want to go home. You know, this is their season on the line. Again, came in as the 24th seed in the playoffs, so not expected to do much, but sometimes that helps. You know, you're playing free, you're playing loose.
Yeah.
And Fiona Hanrahan will serve it up, and that's not what you want.
At all. I remember seeing a lot of these girls from club ball. 15 is a monster. If they don't utilize her on Mountain Pointe, I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's Ezra Bryant. She is a senior. Looked good so far. Hasn't done a ton. As Jones will serve it up. And that will go into the Mountain Pointe bench. So Jags will pick up a point there. Go up 3-2 here early. Substitutions being made by Mountain Pointe.
The necessary ones, of course.
So Jones gets that over. Nice serve.
Oh, man.
Would you say, I mean, you played with her. Is Jones one of the better servers on this Kennedy roster?
Molly, of course, is our top server for aces and attempts. So I have to say Molly, of course, is up there. Simone's pretty good, but she's not as consistent as, say, Sophie or Yalam.
Okay.
Or Bailey. Bailey's a pretty good server as well.
So here's your girl. You mentioned her just a minute ago. Ezra Bryant's going to serve that up. Serves Jones.
Great coverage by Sonia. Yes! Great move by Elam.
Elam puts it down. So point Jags. That's going to make it 5-3. And Bailey Lambert, it looks like, is back to serve.
Yep. Good block.
Got it over the block there, but Kennedy still handles as Waylon gets a turn.
Molly. Great tool by Molly.
Yeah, Molly hits with a lot of power, I'll say that. She has used kind of the dink and dunk at times, but when she gets those sets, she's got a lot of power. So
Good
Lambert again.
pass.
Salma's going to try the quick set, nothing doing. Bad touch there.
Good hustle by Elam, though.
So substitutions being made. Canyon View up by 2. 6-4 now. And there it goes to Waylon. Yeah, right down the middle.
Three balls are not what you want to give to our Canyon View team. Yep. Nice, Ashley.
Ashley Milano there with the kill. Now it looks like Jordan Quinn back in the game. Jaguars up now 7-4. Waylon,
Yeah.
big time. Big time. That's all you can say. Sophomore. A lot of bounce. Big time. So now DeSamu's going to get a chance to serve it up. And DeSamu, you know, last year we got to see a little more of it. She's kind of been forced into that setter role. But she can swing the ball too.
She sure can.
And is that something next year where she might get more opportunities, or is she going to kind of be forced to set again?
It It definitely depends on what players come in that can play her part. Obviously, nobody coming in is going to be as good as Elam just because she has so much experience on the varsity team. And nobody's going to have the same chemistry as she does because, again, she's been playing on this team with Jordan and Ashley. Oh, Ashley's not going to be here next year, but she's been on the team with Simone and Jordan and Molly for so long. There's just going to be more chemistry, but I'm sure there will be people who are up there with her skill-wise.
Yeah, if they can find a setter, that would, I mean, that'd be tough to stop, you'd have to think.
Right.
With her and Molly both being able to take swings.
Right. But, yeah, it definitely depends on who comes in. I'm sure Elam would love to be a hitter because I remember in practices last year she was always jumping at the opportunity. When she did, she killed it.
Yeah, she's just got a lot of power, you can tell.
Oh, nice, Chloe.
So that's a nice put down.
Right.
Jags go up 11-5 now. A little more in control than what you saw last set. So Kennedy had to battle back. They were down by a couple at one point. About midway through the second set, came back, won it. And that goes into the net.
Yeah, she swung too low.
Yeah. Tough break, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. So timeout here. We will be right back after this quick commercial break on CVTV Media. So welcome back, set number 3. Jags up 12-5. That one goes into the net. Not exactly how you want to come out of your timeout, but they'll take it nonetheless.
Yeah, but it's okay. Molly will make up for it, 100%.
Sonia a little trouble with that one. Molly saves it.
Oh, man.
And everyone just kind of stood there. Nobody was sure whose ball it was.
In that situation, it definitely would have been Sonia's, but with the way the ball was going, everybody thought it would be Chloe's or Elam's.
Jags will settle in. Chloe Hanza on the swing. Nothing for Mountain Pointe. Bad pass there. And the Jags are going to come away with that one. So Kennedy kind of stops the bleeding there for a second. Looks like Sonia Liu back to serve. Whalen with the dig. That looked like Jordan Quinn with the swing there. Nice block by Lambert. Elam's going to set Whalen off the back line.
Nice.
Mountain Pointe gets it over. Lou's going to send it to Elam. Elam to Lambert, and that's going to get down for another Jaguar point. So 14-7 now. Set number 3.
Ooh. Nice swing by Molly.
Yeah, big swing. Just has so much power.
She really does.
Is that something that you can develop, or is that something that's kind of, you know, in a sense, God-given? Like you're, you know, you
Well,
either got it or you don't.
Both of Molly's parents were D1 coaches, so it's definitely something that was God-given, but Molly also puts in a lot of work, and she's been playing for quite a few years to develop the power and skill she has. So it's a little bit of both for Molly.
Yeah, she's an impressive athlete. I'd be curious to see her in other sports. Like, could she play basketball? Could she do, track, maybe like jumping, long jump, high jump, something like
Great
that?
coverage. I think she'd be, I don't know, just because her vertical is so good, I think she'd be great at high jump and long jump.
Yeah, it's tough to play when you're committed, though. Obviously, she's playing year-round, I would assume.
Right.
Tough to do that, but that's going to be a point to the Jags. So now out in front 16-8. Jordan Quinn checks out.
Good serve by Molly. Oh, that was so good serve by Sophia.
Yep, that was in fact Sophia. Sophia Alvarez. So she is back calling her name for the first time. Alvarez, a junior. Jags up 17-8. Make that 18-8 now.
Man,
As the wheels are starting to come off, yeah. You can kind of feel it. So 18-8 now. Set number 3. Jags looking to close this out. And yeah, you can see it. Looks like some substitutions here on the floor for Mountain Pointe. And if you could, just kind of explain the substitution rules real quick, because you see substitutions here, more so in any other sport, really, maybe basketball or football, where you can really sub any play. But what are they trying to do? What are the coaches trying to do with these substitutions?
With most substitutions, like let's say a right side is going back row, the right side comes in for the setter to play front row. So unless you're like a setter and a right side, you don't go, like, you rotate out like every 3 plays. But sometimes you just get subbed out, like if you're not delivering for the team, or if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing as a player, or if your coach thinks that maybe you just need a second to rewind or take a breather.
And now with 28, it looks like kind of mass substitutions if you're Coach Parker, trying to get it looks like the seniors at least in to get a little taste of the playoffs. So Avery Grunwald checks in.
Yeah, that's exactly what she's done, because she just subbed in Ellie, Avery.
Looks like Kylie Murray might be coming in the game to serve,
and
possibly.
Natalie Palestri.
So yeah, Kylie Murray, Natalie. Kylie Murray's going to go back to serve now with the Jags up 21-8.
Yeah. They're definitely not regulars on the court. So.
No, but it's great you get up some time. Mountain Pointe stops the bleeding there a little bit. So that'll make it 21-9. Serenity Malero will be back, and it looks like
out of rotation.
Yeah, a little. We've seen that called twice here on Mountain Pointe, not on the Jags. So Coach Parker is going to look and try and get this sorted out with the referee there. I think there's a little confusion over who's supposed to be where.
Yeah, just a little bit, but nobody's taking it to heart. You can't really win the scores looking like that. Great pass by Avery.
So 21-10 now. Looks like
they're still discussing
this. Looks like everybody's confused. Desalma's definitely confused.
Yeah.
She's not sure where she's supposed to be. She was in the middle. Now she's on our near side. And now it looks like we got it sorted out. So 21-10. Jags are 4 points away from heading to round number 2.
Difficult to work with for sure.
So serve is up by Mountain Pointe. Mountain Pointe, though, has not made any wholesale substitutions. Looks like they still, for the most part, have their regulars in. Samu's going to set Palistri. She gets it over. Good block there. Avery Grunwald's good to Samu.
Good swing by Ellie.
So it's nice to see that.
I see one of our Millennium varsity players in the stands.
Maybe checking it out, or just probably here to see a friend. You
Probably
think?
just here to see a friend.
I would have. They've played each other twice. I don't see the huge advantage to coming to check them out again.
Yeah, and as a Millennium varsity player, I don't think you see Canada as much of a threat.
Yeah. They were unsuccessful in beating them twice. Again, Millennium is one of the top seeds in 5A.
Right.
Hoping to make a deep run. They've been very good for a while. As the score now goes to 22-12. Canada View up here in set number 3. Ooh, nice swing, but nice block. It's going to go out of bounds, though.
Yeah. Crazy what lineup changes can do. We've made 1 point in the time that they've made 5. Crazy.
But you're still up big.
Right.
So 23-14 now. And if you're Coach Parker, what point do you think about maybe getting your regulars back in? How close would this have to get?
If it gets, honestly, to 18-22, after it being 8-21, that's definitely a point you have to start worrying and thinking, hey,
So there we go.
maybe we should switch something out. But great job to Ellie for getting that point. 1 point closer to a W.
So 23-14 now. Looks like more substitutions are coming for the Jags.
And Bailey is back in.
Yeah, so Bailey Lambert's going to come back into serve.
One more.
So nice job there. Lambert's, the freshman's got a chance to serve the Jaguars into the second round of the playoffs here.
And she probably will. Maybe not. Oh.
And that's a point for the Pride. So we're not done quite yet. Score now goes to 24-15. And Adriana Paloma is going to try and extend this game a little bit for Mountain Pointe. So nice serve there. 24-16 now. So getting a little interesting, but again, the Jags still up, 2-0. So
Right.
if you have to, you come back with your regulars in set 3.
And that is good.
And that is going to do it. So nice point there. Nice job by the Jags here to pull this out. Jaguars are going to move on and advance. They will play here on, they'll play at Verado, it looks like, on Thursday night. That game should be a 6 o'clock start. As you see both teams shaking hands now. So 25-16, Jags win this 3-0. Take care of business and do what they need to do. Ariana, thank you very much for joining us tonight. On behalf of our entire CVTV crew, we want to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast here on CVTV Media. We hope you join us again soon.